Becoming a licensed driver, being able to buy cigarettes, gaining the right to vote, and to serve in the military are some of the privileges and abilities granted to teenagers in time. Most happen without controversy, following a long line of traditions set by previous generations and bestowed amongst the young without hesitation. However, the use and purchase of alcoholic beverages seems to be an exception. As of the beginning of 2014, in order to buy alcohol in the Netherlands, the customer must be at least 18 years old, a sharp contrast to the previous required age of 16. The shift in policy has unearthed a unique position for some, specifically 17-year-olds. Meet 17-year-old Dutch high school student who, for the purposes of this report, will be named Emma Van Smith. She is only 3 months shy of taking her test to determine whether or not she will be accepted to university. But as the end of her high school life winds to an end, her and her friends are preoccupied with finding ways around the new law.
Yes, I asked my friends who are 18 if they want to buy it for me. And but it's I feel like I feel I feel terrible for the person who have to buy the drink for me, because I have to ask, can you buy me a drink? And again and again and again. So I think it's annoying for them. So I prefer to buy it myself.
But the extent of what kids will do doesn't stop there. Others say friends have pretty simple methods for overcoming authority. You're born in 1995.
Yeah, you can change it with a number on it.
1994, and then you are 18.
That's
me.
So.
I'm 1995.
I'm also 1994.
I'm 5.
So is that
fake it
easily
and go to
done? Do people just just put a sticker over it or something?
Yeah.
And then put it in your wallet with a plastic over it, and nobody can see it.
According to the government's website, Dutch officials are hoping the law will combat alcohol abuse, specifically, quote, harmful effects on health, aggression in pubs and clubs, and traffic accidents as a result of drunken driving, end quote. Reports gathered by lawmakers also claim 60% of Dutch 15-year-olds drink at least once a month. For Het Broeksma, a police sergeant in the municipality of Bergen in the southern Netherlands, the law is a step in the right direction. After 30 years on the force, he has seen it all when it comes to the effects of excessive drinking, but it doesn't mean his job is done.
If the younger people buy alcohol, the control is by another discipline, and this it's not that's not for the police to check that. Only when we see young people between 16, 18 or younger, and they're drinking alcohol on the street, then it's our
Right. Broeksma says identification card scanners the government provides to clubs and bars works against fake cards. Yet it could cost owners of these establishments €1,500 and upwards if they are caught selling to minors. After 3 offenses, they could be shut down for 6 months, Broeksma says. In the small town of Well, in the province of Limburg, stands The Linden, a bar not too far from the Maas River, owned and managed by Jack Janssen since 1991. Believe it or not, and putting the effect on business aside, Janssen does not think the law will do much.
I agree with the goal they want. It's very bad for young children to drink too much. The goal they want, I agree with them. I am very agree with them. But now is all the pressures on the owners of the bars and the supermarkets.
But perhaps these owners are not the only ones that should be feeling the pressure to make sure everyone obeys the law of the land.
I have seen the parents buy for their own child. In Holland, the most parents, for them it's normal that 16, 17 years drink alcohol. That's why they say, government, you're crazy, we buy it for them. You can believe, but it's true.
Broeksma, on the other hand, says police can only take action if there is believed vendors are illegally selling alcohol or if minors are caught drinking or intoxicated in public. He says it's not so easy to catch parents allowing their children to drink in the privacy of their own homes. Still, Broeksma says he has not had any problems since the legislation took effect. Janssen says only time will tell if the new set of rules is something to toast.
I don't know what the end of this rule is. I want to see what how is the situation in about 2 or 3 years. I don't know. I hope the goal is reached, but I don't think so.